Hello, what a beautiful day for spatial computing. What I have here is not Apple Vision Pro. Not everything should be done via technology. Spatial computing was present in human history for thousands of years. There is no revolution in making a digital spatial computer, and physical spatial computing may be much more effective, interesting, playful and great overall. I am Antos sivyh. I am artist and filmmaker. For all the time since I was 10, I was using handwriting and notes to solve lots of different tasks I had, both creative tasks and everyday tasks. And I want to share this vision for us to have a more curious and playful and interesting life. And I hope you will find it interesting. Today I have to finish a couple of tasks. One is to make a poster for a film festival, another is to lead communication with my clients for filmmaking and video, and the other is to solve some of my personal tasks for today. And for each of those I have a separate big paper. I also have this tablet here. This is one of my favorite gadgets because it's very portable. Any kinds of notes, decision making, idea generating, text, working with visuals, working with communication, it all happens here for 5 years every day. When we talk about spatial computing and about computing in a physical space or in a virtual space, what we talk about is how we put ideas, how we put our tools into space. It's an essential box for physical spatial computing. It has different compartments for instruments, for a basic notebook, for pocket things, for manuscripts like those for books. So when you are a mechanic, for example, and you have a workshop in which you have some tools here, some tools here, some tools here, you may also think about Case Neistat Studio, for example, it's your local business. You are doing physical computing. If you are working with your work table, you have some notebook here, book here. For every task you have a kind of a very special physical thing, task by task. You are doing spatial computing. If I do tasks here, but then I understand that I have to find one of my previous ideas in that notebook, connect it, and I do not need any controls. I do not need a heavy device on my head. I look at the world through my own eyes, well, not screens, which you have in Apple Vision Pro. I have nothing very heavy on my head. For example, using this, those are 3 times less heavy than Apple Vision Pro. My head just is not comfortable. I feel like there is too much something on my head. It's difficult to feel really great in it. You don't need any of that. What you need for spatial computing is basically a framework you have for doing different tasks, creative tasks, for example, on paper. When space is really yours, when you understand how to use it to your advantage, that's what I call spatial computing. You may have an Apple Vision Pro and you may have a dozen of apps opened all over your room, and it may be just so overwhelming to use that you can do nothing. I've already seen some people working with Vision Pro and the reaction is, this is interesting, but it's overwhelming. I see the world through a screen and it's quite heavy, and I have this power bank attached to it. Something stands between you and your work, your ideas, instead of you just working with it directly. When you are writing them by hand into various schemes and formats, you are translating your idea basically from your head to physical space right at the moment when you write. And when you have a device in which you have an app, there are just too many steps. Not everything should be done via technology. I would like more people to see it. Technology may be great, we may do different great things with our technology, but oftentimes just a work table with different kinds of papers, notes and schemes in which you put it are much greater. Again, I sit at my table. I have something here, something here, something there. I can work with multiple things. I can connect them into one. I can actually see those connections and ideas, and I may do things very fast very creative. It's very playful. The more things you do by your own hands, the more satisfaction you basically get. Entertainment, you may do very focused reading, you may do very focused writing. Writing may be also in various visual or textual formats. Freedom to work with your tasks on paper is fascinating. Not any app, not any digital device that I have seen or experienced, for me, doesn't still meet a simple framework for working with hands, with paper, with simple primitive instruments, physical, spatial computer here. And if you have clear, understandable and useful formulas to handwrite and to generate ideas, to take notes, you may do such beautiful work with it. You may do such a beautiful play with it. I will show you spatial computing a bit closer. So, let me take this camera and give you my spatial computer. So, here I have my design of a movie poster. Those are fragments. It's not an entire poster. I just design different calligraphy for it. Here I have one of my old notebooks with old ideas. I think it's from 2016 actually. This here is another notebook with poems I use. This here is for finance, for personal finance. This here is for talking with different people on my current creative project. Here I have some info on clients. Here I can put actually this tablet of mine into space. This is a book I use for inspiration. It even has pictures, so it goes here. And it's all a spatial computer that may fit into this. I take it all with me. It's quite convenient, not too heavy. Beautiful, very beautiful. I like to use this thing because how smoothly and how creatively I may solve different tasks with it. It's a very simple framework which I use. Well, it's not too simple right now because I understand how to use it, but I still can tell you step by step. So that's something that I'm figuring out and testing with different people. But overall, I see so much potential in this kind of physical computing, in a physical operating system that I'm building. Overall, in this attitude to our creativity, that's what I'm developing here and now, what I'm testing with people, different kinds of formulas, and try putting your ideas into space, like into physical space. Work with your ideas in not just in your computer or in your smartphone, but put them all into a physical space of your flat, of your table, of your studio, and work with them there. Just try it out. Not much needed to do spatial computing. Those kinds of ancient solutions may be well used, and I will share lots of different formats and schemes on how to use handwriting, how to use note-taking in the best ways, how to make a whole operating system, a whole computer on Windows, but much better, much more playful and much more interesting. I will slowly unfold this vision of mine, and we'll see how in a modern world many things are just much better in this manual physical way. Write your comment on this. What do you think? Is that too crazy for 2024, or is it just at the right time? Please write and share this video with a person who may be interested. See you in next videos where I will share the world's first physical operating system in 1 year.